Welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is Budget Beauty's main series where we do long form content. I do a look from start to finish and I chit chat with you while I'm doing it. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And we are doing mauve this week. Something with mauve because I was like, I bought this dress and it is like my yellow dress that I have. I have a teal blue one also, and I was like, you know what? I bought this mauve, like almost salmon color version of it, and I was like, I think I'll wear this and see where it takes us. So I was like, all right, well, I'll come up with something. I got some mauve makeup to go with it, so we can make something work with this. So here we are. So we're gonna do something with mauve. Something. I don't do mauve often. I don't do this color that often, but I do have some makeup that is this color. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. So this week, your favorite makeup girl, is on her own. So I didn't go because I was not feeling well. But I was like, listen, the show must go on. Somebody got to do this face. Okay. We need to do a weekly episode. So that's why I'm still doing a makeup episode this week. But, I wasn't feeling all that great and, chalk it up to PMS because your girl just is not the most friendly person with all them hormones coursing through her veins. So I wasn't feeling well. And I haven't been feeling well all week. Just from just general tiredness and just not wanting to do anything. So yeah, I knew I wasn't going to go, with my husband, and I was extra tired Friday. I could not keep my eyes open, after about 8:30. I want to say about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Your girl couldn't keep her eyes open at all. I was like, I'm going to go lay down. And I did. And so my husband got home. I had already texted him and told him, just stop by McDonald's, get something and nothing with lettuce, please. No. I am not having that problem, but thank God. I am not having that problem. And neither is he. But it was just like, no, God, just get something and just come on home because I'm going to go lay down. Okay? Listen, I am tired and I am not feeling great. So I'm just fatigued, extremely fatigued. And I have a headache right now, so it's a slight background headache, and I'll be fine. I'm gonna take some leave, and I should be fine. But yeah, I was like, so I'm not going. His my aunt, is having a birthday party, and so I was just like, I don't feel like going. I don't feel like traveling again. I just came from that area maybe 2 weeks ago. Yes, exactly 2 weeks ago. And so I just don't want to go travel again. I'm not feeling good. Gonna have to turn around and come back the next day, and I just don't want to do. My stomach has been bothering me a little bit. Again, it's not related to the crazy lettuce foolishness going on right now. But it is, my stomach is a little tender, and so I'm like, I don't want to be on the road. I don't want to be dealing with all that and trying to keep stuff down. And so I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to stay home. So I'm on my own this evening for the first time in quite a long while. So I'm going to be watching House of Spin on my own, getting myself dinner and chilling. But I do have plans to go pick up an order. I need to go get it from Bath and Body Works, and so I need to make a trip, and I got to do my makeup. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and do that. So get that out the way and get it done. Otherwise I'll put it off and you won't get an episode until next week. That was not what I intended it to do. Oh, Juvia's Place. Why would you do that? Of course you did. So, I just squeezed out this, trying to squeeze out this, eyeshadow primer. I bought a new eyeshadow primer, and of course, it has a lot of leading water to it, and so then it got on my dress. It got on the bottom of my dress. I mean, it's not, it will wash out. That's not a problem here. I just kind of didn't want it to do that, because that looks kind of crazy. So, alright. Trying to get started here. So, this is the Juvia's Place I Prime in shade 1. I already have shade 3. Y'all have seen me use that many a time. But I finally actually bought shade 1. So, okay, fine. Let me see how I can get this leading. Lord, there's so much water in the... I mean, there's so much water in it. Like, I'm just squirting out water here. That's what she said. But, I mean, literally, that is what she said, because she keeps squirting out water. I ain't got product yet. Like, what in the world, Juvia's Place? That I know it's to keep it liquidy, but it's like, bro, that's a lot of water coming out. Well, there seems to be very little product. What in the world, Juvia's Place? I got product and then more water. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to figure out why there's so much water there. I get it. I know exactly why they do that, because I had, like I say, I already have the light. Every time I go to get product out of this, I get more water. I am not getting product. I love Juvia's Place, but I don't like this primer for this reason. And this is messy. I'm so glad I grabbed some type of thing here. So that is what I'm applying on my eyelids here. And I got more water than I actually got product. What in the world? Let me shake this up, because what the hell, Juvia's Place? There's so much water in it. It's like it didn't combine back the way it should. And when I tell you I got it on my dress, I got it on my dress, because it came out and got all on my dang bottom part of my dress. There we go. Alright. Now I got some product. But it's almost too much product. So. Alright. Now we got some product. So I'm going to use this on both lids. I need her to dry down normally and not be weird and not be too much, because I learned very quickly that if you use too much of this, it is not going to dry down quickly, and I kind of don't want to waste time here doing this. So yes, I am going to go to Bath and Body Works to pick up my order that already came in. And then, go get dinner while I'm there, over in that area, which is not that far from my house. And then, settle down for the evening, take this makeup off, and settle down for the evening. So I can watch House of Svengoolie, which is Gwengoolie and Imp and Nosferostalgia. Nasty. Let's just say Nasty for short. Nostalgia for Raw too. So yes, we're gonna be doing that. I mean, when I tell y'all this paper towel is soaked, it is soaked. Because that is how much water came out when I opened it up. Which kind of sort of helps to get the excess product off my fingers. Now, as y'all can see, I have product on my eyes now. It was a fun adventure I was not asking for today at Juvia's place. And it's that primer. Their primer is like that. I knew that, and that's why I was trying to be very careful with squeezing it and shaking it up beforehand to get what I needed to get out of it. But it did not cooperate. Let's see, do I need any more on? I guess up here. I do kind of need some up here. It is drying. Let's say the brown. I have the shade 3, which is the brown, which matches my lids perfectly. It matches me very well, but I wanted a translucent one like this from them. And it's dry actually, because I didn't do a whole lot and I spread it out real fast. Okay, go ahead and just throw that down in there. I used a tool to put it on because I learned that from using the brown. Just use a tool, one of my little tools that I use to do my eyeshadow. Just use one of them. Spread it, put it on there and spread it out. That's how I got the water on my darn dress. Ugh. So I will be washing this tomorrow when I do my laundry. I tend to do my laundry once a week because I don't generate a whole lot of clothes. I generate clothes, but I don't. My laundry isn't like crazy. We're gonna put that back later. Actually, I don't want to throw away my little piece of thing here because I don't have my little towels in here that I generally wipe my hands with. So, try not to get primer everywhere. And I did not succeed. So, yeah, I'm going to sit down and watch House of Spin tonight. And that was a good old time on my own. I very seldom am on my own to watch anything on the weekends because generally by that time my husband is home. So like I say, he will be visiting for Auntie's birthday party. All right. While we're waiting for this to fully dry and be done, we're going to do our face. This is the Essence Bouncy Plump Smoothing Primer. It's hydrating and plumping. Actually really like this. It's not bad. It's a very, very good primer. I like how it smells. I'm gonna say it's a very familiar smell to me. I smelled it before, and not just from putting on makeup. It's something that I've smelled before. Like some fragrance or something. Some soap or something. So yes, we are going to be on our own. I have not been on my own in a good minute. Now, from time to time, my husband would work third shift, and so he would not be home with me. But it's been a minute, so. And before that, before we lived together, many, many years ago, like I say, and he very seldom would do third shift, so it's not that he does it all the time. We didn't live together for a minute, and so we didn't live together. We only lived together probably 11 of the 13 years we've been together. So I lived on my own after my divorce, pre-eloping the first time, and then about a year and a half before eloping the first time with my first husband, and then post-divorce, I lived on my own for about 2 years, 2.5 years, because then I moved home to take care of mom. So somebody been here the whole time. Um, I discovered I don't like living by myself. I don't. Some people love that, and that's great for them. I am happy for them, but I am not one of those people. I don't like living by myself. I don't like, and that's the weird thing. I don't like people. I'm not a people person. I'm friendly, but I don't like being around large groups of people. So I wouldn't say I'm a people person for that reason. I get along with people, and I try to get along with people. But, like, I don't need to be in a large crowd of people. However, I don't like living by myself. I prefer having someone in the house with me. So, my husband and I talked about it when my mom passed away. And we came to the conclusion that, yes, we would like to live together. Alright, my eyes are dry. That's good. So, yeah, we learned our lesson. My face is still a little sticky, but it will dry down. So let's do our eyes. I still didn't find some type of eyeshadow to cut my crease. That was one thing I did not find. Let's see. Do I have a mauve? I'm looking in my kit. Do I have a mauve? I don't think I do. I got some purples, but purple ain't mauve. But I do have a new stick. I actually do have a new stick. So we'll try it. So this is the Juvia's Place. What is this? Juvia's Place Culture Duochrome Pencil Liner in the shade Sissy Echo. So this is kind of purple. And I have another one that is very purple, but okay, all right. So that tip kind of broke off there, which I figured it would. Let's put that over there somewhere. Okay. All right. So I see the shift in it. It's very whitish, yellow, gold, not purple. Kind of. That's kind of strange, but all right. But it's fine. Okay. It's pretty though. I don't know if I would use this as a purple. I probably would use this as a champagne because that's more champagne than anything else. Huh. Okay. Alright. We'll see. Trying to see if there's anything else that I could use to do this. I don't know. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that I have over here that's already out that I could use. And I don't think, because I couldn't find anything. So I may have already stuck it in the... I already stuck it over there. Alright, hang on just a second. Alright, so... I pull this out. This is the Sephora 12-hour colorful contour eye pencil in the shade Berry Sweet, 58 Berry Sweet. So this might actually be better. Yeah, that's much better. And even over the top of this is a little bit better. Because I used this the other day and it was not the bright pink that I needed. But I noted that it was a deeper pink. So this actually would be perfect. So I'm just going to cover over. It's going to give it some shimmer, but I'm going to just cover over this duochrome that I just used. Because that is not a mauve at all. That duochrome is not a mauve. Okay. So it is just one day without husband. And he'll be back tomorrow. I will otherwise occupy myself. I did it before we got together and can do it after. People love to be like, oh, you act like you never spent any time away from your husband. Girl, bye. I spent time away from my husband beforehand, and I did exist. Don't act like I didn't exist before him. And I do exist after. I am a separate entity than him. But I do enjoy his company. So, yeah, I kind of married him for that reason. So, like, it's the insecurity and the audacity of some people to, you got to understand it. And as I was explaining to my husband yesterday, you got to understand that folks will project a lot when they feel that it's something that they don't have and they see others have. So, yeah, there's that. All right. For the eyeshadow, I'm going to use two different ones, possibly a third, but definitely two different ones. We're going to start with the Maybelline The City Mini Palette. This has some mauves in it. This one specifically, I think I'm going to use. It's got a bunch of purples in it. This is, trying to see what this one is called. Blushed Avenue. This is 510 Blushed Avenue is what this palette color is called. So we're going to use that shade and see how she do. We may not need the other shades. It is entirely possible. But yeah, you got to be careful of people who very much act like they are put upon and that you having something is a problem solely because they don't also have it. So I promise you, I ran into and have been around people who made the statement to me. It was a family member. Made the statement to me that I had in fact never lived on my own. And I was like, how you figure? How did you come up with that? Show me your calculations. How you came up with that. Explain to me how you came to that conclusion, because I need to see some support and documentation. I mean, literally the auditor in me was like, I need to see some support and documentation, because what the hell are you even talking about? Not only did I live on my own before I got married the first time, I lived on my own. So just so y'all know, but this person knew this. It wasn't that they didn't know this. I moved out of this house when I was 22 years old. I graduated from the University of South Carolina at Columbia on May 9th, 2003. Okay. I was 21, about to turn 22. Okay. Y'all know my birthday is like June. So I had an internship waiting once I finished school, and I went to Charlotte, North Carolina to work as an intern at the Charlotte Observer. Okay. I turned 22 June 16th, 2003. Okay. So I had already started my internship like right before that. Okay. So I was already living, and I had living arrangements where I was. I didn't live here and go back and forth. I lived here. I lived here until I finished school. Then I went and I did this internship. Okay. And I would come home on the weekends, wash my clothes, see my mama, my parent, my parent who was alive at this point in time, and who I loved very much and who I missed. Now y'all see, now that matches this perfectly. I love it. And this is very pigmented, Maybelline. I really actually like this. This is really nice, Maybelline. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. So we are going to, I don't know if I want to use that or not. I might put it on top as a topper. This is the Essence, the Mauve edition mini eyeshadow palette. I bought 3 of these. I bought the peach edition, the mauve edition, and the gray edition. And the gray edition broke up in between getting there and buying it and coming home. So yeah, this just added a little bit more dimension to it. That's all. But it's a good match too, so I'm fine with that. I'm using this shade here, and it too matches, so because that is a perfect match. It's not like changing the color or anything. Okay, and that Maybelline really applied beautifully. And applied with very little problem and hesitation to go on. Nice application. So anyway, I did my internship there, and then I came back home for 2 months, and then I got a job. So that was November I came back home. My internship finished in August. I was here September, half of August, all of September, half of October of 2003. So then I started a job. I got a job as a copy editor and page designer, which is what I went to school for, at the Spartanburg Herald Journal. So from October, I started that job October 13th, 2003. So from October of 2003 until I eloped with my ex-husband in October of 2004, I lived on my own. I had a 1-bedroom apartment, fantastic apartment. That apartment was nice. For one person, perfect size. Spacious closet. Bedroom was spacious. Big living room. Little dining section, but I very seldom. It was just me for a year. So, and then even then, when it was me and ex-husband, it was, we sat down and we had a little table and we would sit at the table and eat. And then, so then I was married for 7 years to the day. 7 years and 2 weeks. And then I got a divorce. I separated. My ex-husband left. So we separated in November of 2011. So from November of 2011 until March 1st, 2014, I lived on my own. I didn't have a roommate. I didn't have a husband there. None of that. Okay. So about 2.5, almost 3 years, almost exactly 3 years. So I'm like, knowing this timeline, girl, where that timeline come from? What you mean? But you get somebody, you ask somebody to explain the foolishness that has just come out of their mouth. I promise you, she couldn't give me an answer. She looked at me like I was crazy because she wasn't expecting me to contradict what she had just said. Oh no, she wasn't expecting me to say nothing at all. And I said, see, that's what you get for opening your mouth, because you talk too much and you do too much. I dislike this family member a great deal, which is crazy because they used to be my favorite. One of my faves. And just over the years, with the ensuing me leaving home and, you know, becoming an adult and doing adult things, it has been just nonsensical, stupid ass statement after nonsensical, stupid ass statement, like constant. So yeah, not a fave anymore. And in fact, we are very, very, very low contact on purpose. It is designed that way because I refuse to allow you access to me for you to continue hurting me and telling me it's my fault that you're hurting me. We're not doing that. So to quickly interject here, we are finished with the eyeshadow look. I think this is fantastic. This matches perfectly, so I'm gonna have to remember that. I actually have several things called the Mauves. So, but that is a perfect match, color-wise. What I just used. So for the mascara, we're gonna use the Fenty Beauty Hella Extra Mascara Boosting Lash Primer in the shade Universal. This is new product alert, as is that Maybelline and that Essence Mauves. That is a new product alert. I've never used Fenty's mascara products, so I very, very much wanting to try it, and it was finally on sale for me to go buy it, so I bought it. And my only thing is, now this don't stand up, so we're gonna see. All right. I want to know what is going on with these eye products, these lash primers. There's no primer on the. It don't seem like there's no primer on the darn thing. I mean, that really is acting like there's absolutely no primer on this. On this mascara wand. Okay, there we go. The Revlon one did it too. And I'm like, I don't like that. I like Essence where it just gives me product immediately. Like immediate boots. I'm getting just the product. They're like, nah, you pay for it. Go and put this on your lashes. And you got it. All right. Now, once I went back in there and I got some more, then it came out. I had to go in and get some more on the brush, though. All right. And we're going to use this Fenty mascara to go with it. Because I also bought the Fenty mascara. But you go watch my last beauty haul. I talked about all of this during that beauty haul. That I bought things. I bought all the things. Okay. So we got it on that one. That took a minute to get that on there too. Okay. So we now have primer on. Took it a little bit, but we got primer. All right. Now we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara. That's this. It is very small. Which I was like, really? How much that cost? I need a bigger mascara. But this is definitely a volumizing. So let's see what she got. And I like volumizing. I like using volumizing. I do also use, y'all know I'm not afraid to use multiple at once. And you don't be afraid to use multiple at once. But yeah, that's volumizing, all right. Cred day in the morning. That is definitely volumizing. So let's go ahead, start on this other lash set. Okay. So yeah, my lashes are growing back. I've been kind of letting them rest and using lash serum that I got. That is the Neutrogena lash and brow serum. So that's been pretty good. That's been repairing my lashes. Like I say, I try not to wear mascara every day. That would be helpful not to. So we are going to supplement this. I'm going to supplement it with the Dior, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we'll supplement with Dior. This is the Dior Road Show. Dior Show. Where is it? Dior Show. Over volume. But it's a lengthening because that brush is not a volume necessarily. Also very excited. My lashes are coming back. But my nails are growing. I have fingernails right now, as you can see. I'm very excited about that. All right. So now I know on camera it doesn't look like they're doing much, but I promise you in person, my lashes are they are very, 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 very popping. So, okay. Very pleased. All right. That Dior in combination with other things is fine. It is fine. And also too, when I take off my mascara, I'm very gentle with taking it off. I've learned to be very gentle, lest I want all of my lashes snatched out. All right, my face is completely dry and set. So let's turn our attention to the face. So yes, we are going to use this new foundation that I just got. This is a tinted moisturizer. This is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. Actually really like this. Trying to make sure I am utilizing this correctly. I am. All right. This is in the shade 48W. So let's get her going. Okay. If we need more, let's put a little bit This is 48 warm, so her warms are like yellow. So we have to be very, very, very careful. Now we are going to apply with the Morphe 107 M107 to the face. Yeah, that's going to be a good match. Okay. That's going to be a definitely good match, as y'all can see. And it's very lightweight. When I tried it yesterday, it was very lightweight. This is supposed to be light to medium coverage. This is not a full coverage. So I expect it to do light to medium coverage things. Well, I expect that from a tinted moisturizer. Like, I expect that it's not going to be full coverage. If I want to wear full coverage, I wear a full foundation and then use concealer with it. And I got some full coverage foundation and full coverage concealer. Most concealer is full coverage. Like, you gonna get, that's the whole point, because it's concealing. Now, I do not have Rare Beauty under eye. So we're going to use probably, let's try Neutrogena. I was going to use Tear, but let's try Neutrogena. Let's see what happens. I think this will be fine. Up underneath my eye. It's a little bit brightening. So it should be fine. This should be fine. If not, we got something else that'll darken it down in a heartbeat. All right. Okay. Now, new brush, new product alert. This tinted moisturizer is a new product. So, new product alert. But this is also a new product. This is the Juvia's Place J302 Cream Foundation Brush. So, here goes. I want to see how this is going to work. Ooh. First of all, let's talk about how this is blending out very well. This is a nice formula. This blends very well. Seamless, like I don't have anything on my face. But let's talk about this brush. This brush is fantastic. I can't even tell. I mean, aside from the fact that I'm looking at myself through this, I can't tell that I've done anything like, that I'm actually blending. It's very soft. And it's very nice feeling. Very nice. This is a big old brush. As I said in the beauty haul, this is the Huck brush. So named for the character from Scandal. So, now, this is very light coverage. I also probably didn't just put a whole lot there, so there is that. I think I will add a little bit more. I do have a tad bit more left on the thing. So I can put it right there, but yeah, that's very light coverage. I got a spot like right there, which I'll cover up with something else. I mean, I can do that. When I powder my face down. So, yeah, I like that. That's very nice. The coverage is nice. For a tinted moisturizer, I don't expect, like I say, it shouldn't be a full thing. It's not gonna be full, so don't expect that. Also, I'm a little shiny, so I don't think this is a matte. I think this is because it's got sunscreen in it. I think this is why it's a little shiny. But also, this lighting in here makes me look shiny when I'm not really shiny. All right, so let's blend under eye, and I dropped my brush down there. All right, this is the Morphe Angled Concealer Brush. I'm gonna brighten up this eye, under eye area. Very nice. So that worked well with it, and it did brighten it up under there considerably. And concealed. I really like this brush from Morphe. This is very, very good. I enjoy Morphe brushes. They have excellent brushes. Trying to make sure I blend that very, very well. Okay. Trying to see, did I get something in my eye? Okay, all right. So let's blend that down. Get that. Okay. Try to do that right there. That, see that, now that using that concealer, that covered it. Okay. All right. So that takes care of that. Let me put a little bit of something or another there. Okay. All right. So that's nice. I like that. Turned out nicely. So then we're going to try the Sephora powder today. I got to bend off camera to get it. So for powdering, this is the Sephora. This is a new product. I've never used this before. And we're going to put blush on, but I wanted to show y'all this powder because I saw it down there and I was like, oh, I haven't used that. I'll use it. This is the Sephora Blur It Loose Setting Powder in the shade 02. I don't know what 02 is. 02 Brightening Peach. We're going to see. We're going to see how well this works for me. But let's talk about liquid blush first. We're going to use two blushes because I have to use two. Because I'm using Rare Beauty, I was like, all right, fine. I'll use the Rare Beauty liquid blush. This is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. It's a matte shade. It is the shade Grace. As you can see, this matches my dress. So let's put it on. This is a very light blush. Like it's buildable, but you got to do some work with it to build it up. Like it's not an immediate. This is super pigmented. It's not. All right. This is the Morphe Cream and Liquid Blush Brush to M204. Now, I may not need any more blush here. I like it. That's a very subtle blush. Now to do the other side here. And I can get away with bringing it past my eye line because it is buildable, so it's not, and it's not a lot of super pigmentation, so don't look odd, but yeah. All right, so actually, I don't think we are going to use two blushes then, two liquid blushes. I'm pretty fine with this. Um, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'll use two, and then get in there and don't need to use two. So, there's that. All right, now we are ready for powdering, and I need to grab my powder puff. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go in with this. See how this do. Oh, they got their own little puff. Oh, look at that. They came with a puff. It's a little mini puff, but I'll take it. I don't need no big old puff. I'll take the little tiny one. All right, now how you open it up, though? Oh, okay, all right. So, it's got a hinge on it, so this is a little hinge. And you distill the powder. It's a little knit thing down, and this is got holes, little tiny holes in it, so that the powder come out. Now, per the usual, how we do powder around these parts, thanks to Miss Nina Ubi, we take our powder, we pick it up on the puff, and you're supposed to be putting your fingers through this puff like this. You're supposed to put your fingers in the puff like that. Take it, pick up your powder, which I did, and then prime it in your hand. And then start. Huh, okay, okay. I'm gonna definitely need more powder, but I don't know if I'm gonna need to prime this, because this is holding that color very well and not making me look crazy. So I wonder if I need to even prime with this. I don't think that I do. I'm looking very matte right now, though. Because some of my powders, I don't have to prime it. It look like I do, but I don't. But also, too, she just released a video about don't overly powder your face. You don't need a ton of product. She is correct. She is entirely correct. And I had to learn that. You don't need a ton of powder when you powder in your face like this here. And you're sitting with your powder. You don't need a ton of product. You just need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, I promise. And I make the mistake of, until I realized I could control this, I made the mistake of using too much powder when I didn't need to. I was just powdering the face up. So, but yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. Okay, Sephora, I really like that. That is the nicest. That's a nice powder. Nice even coating. Didn't really need to prime, but you know, priming always helps. I mean, it don't hurt. It's not a hurting thing. So, face primed. And also my blush is still kind of there a little bit, but I am gonna add some blush. I'm gonna add some powder blush. For the powder blush, this is the Juvia's Place, the Blushed Rose. Now, there are six colors in here. One of which is an eyeshadow. I bought this thinking this was eyeshadow. And 5 of them are pressed pigments. So, as you can see, this also matches my dress. So, yes, I could have used one of these probably as eyeshadow, but I'm not gonna. So, I'm going to take one of these shades, one of these probably. I might use this one. Take this one right here. I know y'all can't really see that, but this one, and do a little bit of tapping on the cheeks. Gotta be careful because Juvia's Place is very pigmented, and you can overly use. So I have to be very, Very judicious with how much I am using. I am using the Morphe M164 powder brush. As you can see, nice. I like that. That turned out well. And all I am doing is taking this and tapping it over the same area that I used the liquid. Okay. I'm trying to use a very similar color so it don't look weird that you tap this in and you have mixed these things and the colors don't line up very well. Like I wouldn't use a bright pink here because I just used this. I used that other color. I just would not. Okay. My blush is blushing. All right. So, I think that turned out nice. I think that turned out real nice. All right. So, we've gotten all that done. It's time to talk about under eye. For the under eye, we're going to use the NYX Epic Ink Liner in the shade, what is that? 01 Black. And this is a very nice under eye. Nice, very, very nice. Okay. Got a nice, thin, precise tip. I don't need to press down to get product. There's that. Okay. So now we're ready to talk about lips. For the lips, we're going to line with the Essence 8-Hour Comfort Lip Liner in the shade Pink Blush. Because I'm going to be taking off my lipstick not that long from now, maybe in a couple of hours, I'm going to use a non-drying matte. Okay, that's our top lip. And my bottom lip. Okay. And then we're going to go in with the NYX Fat Matte Smooth Color Lipstick. This is in the shade 11 Pink Puff. This should match very well. And it does. Now, this isn't transfer proof. And it's not going to dry down. And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. It's almost a neon pink, almost. But it's like a cool tone neon pink, if that makes any sense. But this matches pretty well with the eyes, the blush, and the dress. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. All right. Now, that is the completed look. So let's set the face. To set the face, I did get this in the last haul. This is the Juvia's Place Ready Set Sealed Longwear Continuous Fix and Set Spray Ultra Matte. I like this. It holds up pretty well. So we're going to use this. Now, like I said, my lips are never going to dry down. They are not. Just not going to. I am also going to I'm going to blot. I would like to blot. These work well if you blot it. And it kind of shears it out a little bit. Just a little bit. So it's not quite as intense. But alright. Here goes. You do not need to use Mr. Sweetful to set this. It is very, very quick at drying. And it is very matte. My face is entirely matte. But it is very, I know what I have on. So, that's the look. So, take my hair down. Put on my accessories. So I'm wearing the very short flippy wig today. I decided I wanted to wear that one today. Alright, and my earrings on. My dress is actually dry now from where I dropped the foolishness on it. So it's fine. Alright, I'll try to put my earrings on. I got these from Old Navy many moons ago, and they are, I mean, they're cute. They're unraveling. The little ball literally unravels. So one day I will have to get rid of them, I guess. I like them though. Alright, and then put my nose ring. I'm trying to get into wearing my nose ring a little bit more. My clip in. Because I can't wear it to work. I used to be able to when I worked for the DH and the L. But not where I work now, so it's fine. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. It's really not. Gotta be professional dress. So that, my friends, is the look. Looks like somebody's neon 80s grandma. Look like I was around in the 80s, maybe. I was. Just not at this age, I was not. But yeah, I like how this turned out. I think this turned out cute. Alright. So, we're done. Yeah, I like how this look turned out. The end result is pretty nice. So, I want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch more of my videos later. We are up to 7 series. And we have 2 episodes now of our newest series, Full Face Darling. So, yeah, I'm regularly producing content. So, turn on bells and notifications so that you know that I'm uploading. And when I upload, it pops up and tells me when I upload. Like, it literally pops up and says, for you. And it's like, Budget Beauty. Just upload it. I'm like, wait, I am Budget Beauty. I'm like, I am Budget Beauty. Why are you telling me that I know I uploaded that video? Yeah, yeah. So at least it's working. It's promoting. It's doing something. So come back in and watch more of my videos later. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment, please. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you later. Peace.